My name is Ohad Karnieli. I'm the CEO of ATVIO Biotech, which is a specialty firm for automation and process development for cell and gene therapy only. So I was talking about evolution and revolution. And for this industry, in the rapidness that it's evolving, we need revolution. We need something new. And an example that I showed and was asked if I can refer to it again is the device that we're right now developing, which intends to do everything automatically. So it's a very, very simple device, or a very simple chamber that cultures the cells, washes them, harvests them, does almost all the steps automatically. And what's evolutionary about it is the simplicity, and that comes out of a different way of culturing. So when we looked at the cells and what we need, we thought of not the flask or a reactor, but how the cells are, how are they in the body, looked at the limiting factors, which were basically nutrition, and they're in flow, but they don't like shear. So having a perfusion-based system allows us to grow high density of cells. Adding to that perfusion, you basically can wash. And designing a system that can hold the cells during that process allows you to do a real revolution. You're growing cells, you're washing them, you're doing all the processes, but you're not really using the same techniques that have been used. And that is the innovation part of it, that from that you can really do revolution. So the next step that was asked is, okay, so this device could lead one day to a decentralized manufacturing. So we can understand how it will be manufactured, but now who will release it and how it would be controlled locally, globally? That regulatory is a big question mark. So once we get out of the state of mind that someone present has to do that, then you can give the responsibility to a qualified person, to a QA, to whoever the region requires. And if you're in a certain country inside Europe and you need specific QP to approve, he could sit on the beach with his cell phone, see all the data and approve. He does not need to be local. And therefore, if you need 10 QPs for 10 regions, it's 10 people. But everything is done automatically. And if you want to take it centralized, it could go to a centralized worldwide center. And by the way, you can decouple the information, the patient's information, from the data, and therefore maintaining the data goes over, but the privacy of the patient and the difference in the location is still private. The third question that was asked was about a remark that I said on VCs, that VCs today, as opposed to 3-4 years ago, the first question is the product manufacturable and would it be cost effective? And that is a fact, because the more VCs I talk with, that's their first question, and it's a change in their state of mind. Usually, 3-4 years ago, they did not care about manufacturing. It was the science, it was the theoretical potential. Now, the first thing, great science, good potential, could you manufacture? And the question was, will they be willing to invest in the infrastructure for that manufacturing? And the answer is, well, it depends. It depends on what stage you are, on what you're raising. But yes, VCs have been investing. Look at Kite. They've got a lot of investments for VCs, built facilities. So there are VCs there that are willing to put the money in infrastructure. But they want to see that after they put the money in the infrastructure, there is value to it.